And what I'm going to do to celebrate my 3,000 subscribers is I'm going to have a little giveaway. I'm going to start to do a challenge for you. This is going to be a hard challenge, but you're going to enjoy it, hopefully. What is going on? Where am I? Nick to the hobby room. Nick to the hobby room. Come in, hobby room. Hold on a minute. If I'm here, then who's back at the hobby room? Nicholas speaking, and welcome to this video. Nicholas speaking, and welcome to another video of the How to Beat series. In this video I'm going to do the opposite to what Nick taught you, which was how to win, and I'm going to teach you how to beat. So let's have another look at a different unit and see what we can come up with. Right, in this video we're going to have a look at how to beat Reanimation Protocol. So this is going to be a fairly basic video, to be fair, but hopefully it's going to help some of you. So what is Reanimation Protocol? It's basically the newly named We'll Be Back, which was so much better. But forget that. Okay, Reanimation Protocol, or RP role as it's known, basically means that once a model gets killed, he goes away, but you actually keep him to the side. You're supposed to put a marker there or something, but what most Necron players will do, they'll probably just put them down next to the model, which is how it used to work in the old days. So they put them down, and then at the end of that phase, so whether he dies in the shooting phase or the assault phase, at the end of that phase, the Necron player rolls a dice, and on a 5 or a 6, that Necron gets back up and he joins the unit. Now bearing in mind, he can join that unit anywhere he likes, as long as he's not within... and as long as he basically joins one of these models that hasn't come back. So in other words, if you had two that come back, you're not allowed to stand one up and then this one stands up over here, because he's not allowed to stand 2 inches of this guy. He's got to stand 2 inches of one that hasn't come back up. Okay, so now this role can be manipulated. It can be manipulated by a resurrection orb. So potentially if you have a lord, for example, and an overlord with a resurrection orb, then that Will Be Back comes up to, or comes down to, a 4+ Will Be Back, which obviously is a lot better. Bearing in mind, if your opponent has a resurrection orb in that unit, he's paid quite a number of points. I think the orb's about 30 points. So it's a huge investment. If you have two units, one without an orb, one with an orb, obviously it is better to try and take the one without the orb in if you can. Okay, now there is one little thing about the Reanimation Protocol, and that is, if you destroy the whole unit in that one phase, he cannot do RP rolls, and that is what you need to take advantage of. So when you are targeting a unit, so let's just say you have this unit and he's on an objective, and you manage to, say, take out like 3 guys, well, 4 guys, there's 3 guys left. Don't think, oh brilliant, you know, they're down, and okay, yeah, they may run, but leadership 10, the chances are they're probably not going to run. So basically what you want to try and do is take out the whole unit in one go. So continue shooting at that unit, even if it means wasting maybe some of your high strength guns that would normally go into a Ghost Arc or something. You know, try and get rid of the whole unit, because when the unit's gone, he cannot come back. One little stipulation though, if he does have a cryptic or maybe a lord, they can come back because they have what we call the ever-living rule. What the ever-living rule does, it lets him stand back up even if there's not a unit around him, so he can come up as a single miniature. But in terms of just normal foot infantry, the way to deal with them, if there's a unit that you need to get rid of, is basically target them, shoot every single bullet that you have into the unit until you've destroyed it totally. Obviously we know that Necrons are very, very weak in the assault, so if you are able to assault them, then Now that's another good way to do that, because the reanimation protocol is done after leadership tests, and the chances are that you're probably going to win the assault. The chances are that the Necron player is going to be -3 or 4 on his leadership roll, and he fails his leadership roll. If you manage to chase him down, the whole unit again is wiped out, no RP rolls for them. So that's another thing to remember as well. Okay, as I said, it's pretty basic stuff, but hopefully it was useful to you. See you in the next video.